Hey everybody, this is Rob. Again, in addition to being in human resources, I work in the call center as well. The call center is actually a separate building here in Milwaukee. And look and pan, you can see the sign. This is the front of the building. Behind Steven, who's taking the video right now, you can get a view of State Street. The main building is about a block and a half down. You might be able to see the crosswalk intersection there, and that's where we are in comparison with the main building. Across the street is Saz's, which is a very popular place for us to go for lunch and sometimes after work to have a drink and socialize. I know some of you that have visited the Milwaukee facility have been able to visit there too. And across the street we have a free-range butcher, which was a nice addition a couple years ago. And then next to that is also a doggy daycare. So this is the front of the building. Our neighbors, again, there's lots of heavy equipment coming in and out. It's more of an industrial corridor here with some restaurants and other things happening on the west side. So why don't we go inside? I'll put on my mask and we'll take a tour of the inside. So this is the inside of the building. Again, the call center moved into this building in 2016, and it was created specifically for the call center. This is kind of our lunch area, break room area, where our folks, gather for breaks and lunches and meetings and so forth. In addition to the call center working out of here, we also have some other departments that work out of this building. Tony Crapo, who works in IT, is over in the corner. Sarah Heeson isn't in yet, but again, she works out of here when she was doing the talent acquisition work, and now in her new role is business development. Bill King, again, is a jack of all trades throughout the organization, helping with data, some of our data work for the call center, in addition to IT. Next to him is Israel. Israel is currently taking a class through NIV called Promote. So he's been pretty heads down the last week and a half, and he's got 2 more weeks to go. We'll come in this area. Mary Lapoint is one of our team leads. And actually Mary is monitoring what's going on with the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. Through this, she can not only monitor the agents that are here on the facility, but we also have 3 remote agents for Beyond Vision that are working on this program. One, Kenneth Chi, works out of Appleton. Steve Heeson actually works out of his house in Janesville. Plus, we work with a lot of other nonprofits that are remote, but we're able to monitor everything here through TCN, our software program. So, say hi, Mary.
Hi.
Across from Mary is Guadalupe, who's one of our agents. She's been with us for a while. We have Deb J. Say hi, Deb J.
Hi,
Yep.
morning.
Yep. And then over in the corner is Alex, one of our newer agents, who joined us last fall and just came out of the payroll this past month. So. Delana Williams usually sits here. She's another one of our team leads. Delana continues to work remote. The other remote agent that we have working us is Michelle Mills, who splits her time between working at the BSC at Great Lakes, but then also being a remote contact center agent. And the gentleman down here is Steve Gastrike. Steve sounds like he's on a pandemic unemployment assistance call. And again, Steve's been with us. We call him the founding father of the call center because he was the first employee hired on when we created this business unit over 10 years ago. I'm just going to take you down. You might be able to see along the wall we have some pictures. And maybe what I can do, I can talk to Diana and see if we can get those pictures sent out. But when we built this space, we found those pictures in our archives, and it gives some history on what we have been doing since 1903. I believe that gentleman there is actually working on a loom, making a rug, a horsehair rug via a loom. So it's pretty cool that when we built this space, we were able to put up some of our history. So there is my office, where I spend most of my time. And just to give you guys an idea Before we rebuilt this space, the whole building looked like this. It was a big open shop area. And right now, we use this for excess inventory, storage, and so forth. But before we built the call center, the whole building was vacant and looked like this. And we had used it primarily in the 90s when we were doing a lot more work for Briggs and Stratton. But when they moved a lot of their business down south, they took some of that work with them, and this building stayed abandoned for a long time until 2016 when we created this call center space. So thanks for going on the tour with me. Appreciate all the work that everyone does out there. And again, if you ever have any more questions about the contact center, feel free to contact me or call any of our agents. Thanks.